So, this is a story of the time when I accidentally went on a date with the person I had a crush on. So, for context, I'm very close with these two people called Gwen and Ellie. And, uh, I've been friends with them for like, what, almost 3 years now? I think? I have no idea, actually. But, yeah, so, when we first went, all us three went out, we went to see the FNAF movie. This was around January or so. We all had a lot of fun, as you would, because it's the FNAF movie. I mean, who wouldn't like to watch the FNAF movie? Let's be honest here. We enjoyed it. We got McDonald's. It was a very fun day. So we're like, oh, we should do this again. And then, we looked at the movie schedule and we saw Madam Web. Now, all of us were Spider-Man fan. Well, I was a Marvel fan, so I was gonna watch it regardless of whatever happens. I was gonna watch Madam Web. So I was like, yeah, I might as well watch it with them. Why not? You know, I did watch it, and we were like, yeah, let's go watch it. You know, this is around February now, February 2024. We're gonna go with the same group, but Gwen had to cancel. I think she was sick or something, because she always gets sick. I mean, she gets sick like every Friday. So she couldn't come. And at the moment, during this time, I had a crush on Ellie, because we've been like pretty much best friends since December 2023. You know, I was like, oh damn, this is gonna be really fun, because it's just us two. So we went to the mall. You know, before the movie started, we went to McDonald's. I got fries, and she got like a Coca-Cola, but on the top just like ice cream. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that's what she got. I think I got more than that, but I just don't remember. I'm being shot at. Anyways, yeah. So after, and we talked about the movie, what our expectations were. They were very low, because we already heard some of the reviews, and they were not very pleasant. So we're like, yeah, but we just kind of accepted the fact that the movie might not be good. And then eventually came to the time where we got the tickets, and we, went into the movie theater. And the movie was starting, and then we kind of realized, where are the subtitles at? Because we live in Japan, so like every movie in English, there will be subtitles. Usually with like, when a newspaper pops up and it's in English, so on the side it will be Japanese subtitles. Yeah, so there weren't any. And we're like, oh, okay, yeah, that should be fine. And then the characters started talking, and it was in Japanese. I mean, it's not, we can understand Japanese, it's just that we don't prefer it. And the translation with comic book movies into, I guess, Japanese isn't really the most accurate, and it's hard to kind of explain some things. So we were like, oh, damn. But we just kind of accepted it. Really good start so far to the accidental date. Really good start. And we watched the movie. It wasn't good at all. But the performances were pretty good. The actors did a pretty good job, but just as a movie, it's just not. It's just not. I'll let you talk about it at a certain time in a different video. After the movie, we sat on the couch at the mall, and we complained complained about the movie as anyone would do. We made ratings on Instagram. Rating the movie. I rated like a 3 out of 10, and she rated like a 5 out of 10 or something. For me, like I'm very like kind of strict with like movies when I watch out. Not strict, but like especially like Marvel movies from Sony. I'm very strict with that. Mainly because my expectations are really high, and I don't like studios messing up Spider-Man films at all, because Spider-Man is one of the most popular characters in comic book history. So yeah, so on the couch we talked about the movie, and then eventually we moved to music, and we both like songs from 80s to 90s, like rock, pop, from like anything from the 80s and 90s. We talked about it, and eventually we talked about K-pop, and unfortunately, Ellie is a well, K-pop fan, It's very unfortunate. I feel really bad, but too bad. She talked about this band called In Hyphen, and she said, "Oh, it was good. You gotta give it a listen." And yeah, I did give it a listen, and I'm gonna be really honest. It wasn't bad. It was not bad at all. But I'm not gonna say that I like listen to it all the time. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't listen to them. I wouldn't. Yeah, and we talked about music, right? And at this point, right, I'm having a really fun day. Like, this is like really fun, and I'm having a lot of fun. Also, I'm also like shitting my pants at the same time because like I'm like, well, think about it. Going on an accidental date with your crush. I mean, let's be honest here. At this point, like I was oblivious because I didn't like. She had a crush on me at the same time too. I was just really oblivious. I didn't know. I don't know how I didn't know. It was so obvious. Eventually, we left the mall, right? We talked outside for a bit, and she had the great idea of hugging me. Now, I don't know, like now, if that was the first time or not, but I remember very, very well that I was shitting my pants and I was going crazy. I'm like, oh my god, no, oh, like I was like going insane. The day was fun. We waved, and you know, I guess we went home. Now there will be more to this. I will make another video talking about more of me and Ellie because a lot more stuff happened. This is like the first major thing that happened. There is more, a lot more to talk about. But this is like the first event, so this is the start of the Ellie and Sam trilogy, I would say. Yeah,